Very good morning, children. Here is Sumati, your social studies teacher, with interesting topic, that is the polar region, chapter 4, and in that it is the fourth part. And before going to that previous class, we studied that hunting and fishing, what they hunted, that caribou, and even fishing also, how they caught the fish. Meat and fish are the main food for them, how they store it. This all we studied. Now we are going to study another important subtopic, that is shelter. Okay, see, this is shelter. Shelter means, we know that as per the Eskimos word, that is igloo. Actually, as per the igloo means, this is shelter. So we feel that the igloo means Eskimo shelter only. Actually, it is not correct. It is referred that igloo means any kind of house, not really the dome shape snow house, or that many people they may say that igloo means the dome shape ice house only. It's not correct. It is igloo means any type of house. And here in this is the igloo, you see that it is a small entrance channel, and this is the house. It's depend upon as per the members, the size also depends upon. Okay, area wise also the type of igloo is depends upon. In summer, most Eskimos live in the tents. Actually, they'll make the tents. We know, no, already scouts and guides, they made the tents also. Like that, they'll make the tents, but they use the animal skin to cover that. We have the clothes, but they have animal skin, so that they use it for the tent. And in western Alaska, very large winter tents are made by placing heavy walrus skins. Previous class we saw that, no, walrus, large trunks, it has that large tusks. You have seen that. So very large winter tents are made by placing heavy walrus skin. The walrus skin is thick one, that they'll use it on wood frame. On wooden frame, the walrus skin they'll utilize to cover it. On the northern coast of Alaska, dome-shaped houses are built of the logs and whale ribs. Actually, instead of the sticks and those to use it, they use the ribs. Whale ribs means bones, you know that. And mostly they built of logs also. The dome-shaped construction they'll make it. And the dome is raised over a depression. Under somewhat they dig it like a hole, they make it more actually area wise, and on that they may make it dome shape house, and totally it is covered with frozen top, means that like a hole they make it, on that they'll make it as a slab. It looks like a dome shape, and on that they may utilize to cover it with the ice. Okay, and in Greenland, houses are built of stone slabs. You see that these are the like a bricks. They have utilized that like a bricks. In Greenland, the houses are built of stone slabs, and even snow houses are used only in the east and central regions. East part of the Arctic and central regions, they utilize the snow houses, and those are made of blocks of packed snow. Actually, some of the areas they'll use that already the blocks of ice, they'll take it and they'll use it, but some of the areas they use that ice into blocks, and that ice they'll make it to made the igloo. Small snow houses with a short tunnel, means small entrance. Actually, the small tunnel they make it to use while traveling, means while they are going journey, they are making some one place to another place, they are moving. So night time or some days to stay there, like that night time they have to be take care, no, so they'll make it small igloo. In that entrance also will be small, like that small igloos they'll prepare it. Okay, now see, larger snow houses are used as a winter residence. Totally big igloos they'll make it snow houses, those are actually used as a winter residence. Winter they should get the warm. If it is large, even they can utilize the lamps and all, And a long tunnel entrances provide storage space in these larger homes. Actually, entrance of that large tunnels will make it not smaller. That large tunnel they utilize to storage the some of the materials both the sides of those tunnels. That is storage of food or something like that they'll use it. And the entrance tunnel opens into the house below the floor level. Actually, below the floor level only they'll keep that entrance tunnel. And in the rear half of the house and on both the sides of the door there are snow benches they'll arrange. While entrance, what they'll do that, like some snow benches, they'll make it with the snow only. 1 meter height they'll make it both the sides of the entrance, and even back side of the house also one bench they'll arrange actually. And those benches actually they'll use for to drying up the cloth and all. But the back side of the bench, whatever they'll keep it, no, there they'll utilize as a shelf. That bench also have some shelves in that they'll preserve the oil lamps and all. This you see that they're drying up the clothes and all. These are actually some part of the benches they have utilized. This is the igloo. Okay. The rear bench is covered with animal skins and is used for sleeping also. Mostly, sometimes they use as a bed also. And the side benches support racks for drying of the clothes and food supply, seal oil lamps. These are all they'll keep it. Food also, clothes also, even oil lamps also they store it in that racks. Sometimes two large snow houses. Suppose they have constructed two large snow houses. Those two houses, instead of going outside, they'll gather it one tunnel to connect from one house to another house. And that also covers line with seal skin. Seal, one animal I said, sea animal, seal skins that are sewed. That means stitching. After stitching together, they suspended from the top of the dome. Means those are covered on that dome shaped one. So like that they connect the tunnels between two houses. Now clothing and crafts. How they make the cloth? What are the cloths they utilize? The Eskimos wear boots. That means shoe. You know that called muklets. Those are also with animal skin. Even trousers and hooded jackets also they use to wear. Those are called parkas. These are all made out of animal skin only. And there are differences in details of clothing for men and women. Men and women difference is there. Actually, the man's parka has long flaps in front and behind. Flaps means like a separate cloth, like attached, some designing wise, hangings or something. The cloth is utilized front and back also. In winter, the Eskimos wear the two layers of clothing because it is so cool. No, they use that two layers of clothes. Caribou fawn means baby caribou. Skin is preferred at the time of winter because the uh, baby caribou's skin is totally soft and warm. So that they prefer to utilize as a winter cloth. And coastal groups prefer the seal skin. Actually, in the late spring and summer, they want to prefer that to use seal skin. But actually, uh, it has the waterproof. Because of that, actually they feel it is better. But it has the disadvantage. Total it is stiff. That means uncomfortable to wear it. Okay. Cutouts of different colored. Actually, so different animals they'll animal skins they get, no, those different colored so pieces will be there, no, those all they'll stitch it together. Otherwise small pieces they gather and they utilize to the stitching of parkas. You see that this is one color and this is another color, this is another color, even this total another color, like that different colors they have utilized to make the parkas. Even the clothing is often embroidery work also they'll do it with decorative fringe. That means see that some hangings and all they made it now. These are all decorations they utilize while preparing the clothes. Even Eskimos decorate the tools, small pieces, they said no, colored animal skins pieces, and those all actually in our work means we say that it is an applique work. Small pieces will attach with some design, they'll make it, and on sari or some other cloth we utilize as a applique work. Like that, they use the different colors of these as a applique work. Okay, and this is the male parka. Okay, this is a hooded jacket or cloth. And Eskimos decorate tools and objects of everyday. Everyday, whatever the tools they utilize, no, those all also they decorate it. And those when they decorate, those decorations we can explain about that the people's work, how they are interesting in that. Very personally, each and everyone is some identity. Such a way they decorate those vessels or tools or objectives, and those will be used by them in their daily life. Okay, here this is ladies wear, parka only ladies wear, short one. Okay, see, bone, ivory, wood and soft stone. Actually these are all they use the small figures of people and animals as well as weapons and tools. Means to make the small figures and weapons, they use bones, ivory. Ivory means not the elephant. Okay, they use that walrus is there, no? Those tusks actually they use it. Bone, ivory, wood, even soft stone. We know, no, soap stones. We'll say that even pumic stone, soapstone, mostly riverbank areas we can find those. So these items they use that as the weapons and tools also. And those tools also carefully they carve to fit the hand. Means that tool should be fitted in the hand. So as per that it is for them totally convenient to do the work. In the Pacific and far western areas, Pacific area and western part of those Pacific area, they carve the masks. Masks means we know, no? Not at present corona mask. Totally cover the face mask carved of wood. Even you have seen in the Bahubali movie, the heroine's mask, they'll use, no, the Pravas will take that wood like that mask. Even those are painted and those decorated with the feathers and animals' skins also. Such type of masks also they made it. Of course, that is one of the example from the movie. You can understand easily, no? That's right. Now this is the time for assignment. What does igloo means? It is shelter. What are mukluks? Those are the boots of Eskimos. How are parkas made? So the parkas are made with animal skin. What they prefer in winter as clothes? I said, you know, in winter they want to feel comfort, so they use the caribou fawn skin. And how are the masks made? Masks are made up of carved of wood, painted, decorated with feathers and animal skins. Just I revised it. You watch it properly, the video, then you can answer it very well. So that's all for today, children. We'll meet in the next class. Bye.